Hey everybody, welcome to the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup. This is the grand final between La- Lacresha Cybersports and Hot Hands
10
Hand
seconds to
Warmers.
go.
We've got a best of one game here between these two folks, playing off for
5
$100
seconds.
and advanced seeding in the Dota 2 Canada Cup qualifying
Reserve
tournaments.
time.
So, draft is already under the way. We've got Brewmaster and Tidehunter banned out by Lacresha,
Radiant's pick.
and then HHHW banned out the Ogre and the Jakiro.
Radiant's
First
banned.
pick overall was the Vengeful Spirit, followed up by the Elder Titan Razor. Hot Hands then went back for their Terrorblade, which they used a little earlier today, to excellent effect up against. What was the name of that other team? V5 is who they were up
10
against,
seconds to go.
and it worked out incredibly well for them.
Dyer's ban.
They banned the Void, so getting rid of somebody that can lock down the Terrorblade. And there was a lot riding on the Terrorblade. He had good space made for him, so it wasn't like he struggled to carry the team. The team worked very well together and was able to
10
provide a lot of
seconds to
space.
go.
And they made a very solid game out of it, and an
5
excellent
seconds.
performance and a quick win. Lacresha, they ban out the Viper,
Radiant's
and their
banned.
lineup I already like. Elder Titan and Razor, I would say traditionally decent against Terrorblade. They have a lot of AoE magical damage, and the anti-armor coming out from the Elder Titan is very
Dyer's
strong.
banned. Dyer's pick.
Then it's the Death Prophet and Slark banned out by the two teams.
Radiant's
Zeus
pick.
picked up for Lacresha. Hot Hands, they're here to back it up. So Zeus, an obvious counter pick to the Terrorblade. I wonder if that's going to be a mid Zeus or an mid Razor. Could be a support Zeus. I think it works. I don't know how effective it'll be, but we'll have to wait and see. Hot Hands just wait on their fourth pick. As far as what they
10
want to go,
seconds to
they
go.
went with the Mirana last time as well as the Puck. And
5
what was their
seconds.
other? What was their fifth pick? I'm having a hard time remembering now. Venge, Terrorblade,
Reserve time.
Puck. Huh. For some reason it's escaped me, but regardless, Mirana was in there. Yeah, just either way, they'll wait to see what they want to go for. They know that Lacresha is going to be looking to counter out this Terrorblade, so I imagine they'll want to get a maybe not the exact opposite kind of hero as Terrorblade, but like somebody who's not countered as easily in the same way that you have to try and worry about as well. That can take some of the attention away from Terrorblade and buy him some space. We'll have to see what they want to do for their second support as well. And they're gonna go with the Puck again. I really like it. It was played
Dyer's
incredibly
pick.
well. I believe it was Drop that was playing it last time. Did a fine job. Monib was on the Mirana, I believe. But Crush Cybersports, they're going to be running through some time here, but that's all good. They need their safe lane unless they want to run the Razor there and then the Zeus in the mid, in which case they probably
10
they'll
seconds
need a
to
second
go.
support and an offlaner. Offlaners, Centaur's in the pool. Saw him used
5
last time. He
seconds.
was kind of chewed alive by the Mirana Venge Terrorblade tri-lane. But maybe these guys will be a little better at
Reserve
playing it or
time.
have a different idea. Maybe they could go aggressive with the Lightning Lords. Always pick up Disruptor, all the Lightning strat. I don't know how effective that'd be, but it's an option. It would be decent. Disruptor's not bad. You can clear out the Terrorblade illusions with Glimpse if he has to. It's usually not what you want to do with it. But if they want to do that, I think Lion would be a better pick if they need a second support. Clear one out with Hex as well as with the I was gonna say as well as with
Radiant's
Mana Drain.
pick.
Skywrath Mage was picked up last time by V5 and it didn't work out too well. Unfortunately, the Skywrath is just so squishy. And with the Vengeful Spirit minus armor, he
Dyer's
just
banned.
crumpled. Mirana picked up as well. So all in all, the picks very similar, very similar indeed. And I want to say this is almost an exact clone of the previous game. I'll quickly
Radiant's banned.
check just because I'm a little curious. But give me 2 seconds, just pulling it up on YouTube. And it was a
10 seconds
Phoenix
to go.
offlane that they had last time. That's why I couldn't remember. It was a bit of a weird one.
5
So,
seconds.
either way, see if they go for that again. Timbersaw banned out by Lacresha
Reserve time.
Cybersports. And final ban coming out here from Hot Hands. What do they not want Lacresha to have? And I think I was gonna say something like some other split pushing carry, maybe not Naga Siren, but maybe Anti Mage or Luna. Luna doesn't split push that well, but she can push towers and base really well. As well, she's pretty strong there. They banned out the Brood, something
Dyer's
that's
pick.
been seeing a surprising amount of play in the Summit, which is going on right now, which is why I assume that I have no one watching, but that's all right. I was watching that before this. It was time to do this, so interesting stuff nonetheless. And Lacresha is going to be picking up their final hero. I'm not sure. It's got to be an offlaner unless they want to go
10
aggressive.
seconds to go.
Oddly, I think something like Axe might not be too bad here.
5
If
seconds.
it's in the offlane position, I realize that gives them a very strange combination. But if you get an Axe underneath Elder Titan's natural order, they're going to be taking a lot of damage from his helixes, as well as it's really solid control. And when he goes in and calls them, the Terrorblade won't be hitting too hard because of the bonus armor he gets from it. So we'll have to kind of wait and see. I think that's one option, though. It's a very tanky hero, and they could probably run Elder Titan, Skywrath, Axe in an aggressive lane if they wanted to. Oh. And Zeus, Razor in the safe lane. They're going to go with a Lycan, which I believe was banned in the previous game by Hot Hands. So, good stuff there. It's a lot of push, and I mean, they're on Dire, so they always have that Lycan advantage, if you will. Maybe not the Dire advantage per se, but the Lycan Dire advantage. Roshan will always be an option for them, and they have Zeus, a very good hero at allowing Roshan to be taken. He can scout where the other team is with his ulti and check for wards and whatnot as needed. But we'll see what Hot Hands want to go with here. The Phoenix is in the pool still if they want to run the exact same heroes. They've got 40 seconds to decide what they just want to go with. And yeah, it's going to be the Phoenix again. So they're running the exact same lineup they did before, and it worked very well for them. We'll see how it goes again. As we get into the game, I am, of course, at Wolf Dota. Joining me on stats is at Cart Dota. Shout out to him. A little bit of plug. You can follow him on Twitter, as well as myself, at Wolf Dota and at Cart Dota. This is, of course, the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup, brought to you by Xfire. And if you want to check out the bracket and whatnot, you're watching on Twitch, you can go scroll down just a little bit, and you'll see a link for Xfire there. Go ahead and click on it and check out the brackets. If you want to sign up, feel free. Also be a link to the Dota 2 Canada website. But now that we're getting into the game, we've got Chi playing his Terrorblade again. Berg is going to be on the Phoenix. Venge is going to be handled by... Ooh, that's weird. Melisum Dota. Monib is going to be on the run again. It hit some fantastic arrows last game. And Drop is going to be playing the puck. On the Dire for Lacresha, we've got Ice Fraud should fucking retire. I've seen this guy play a few times under a couple different teams. Redondo is on the Elder Titan. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. It's going to be playing the Skywrath. Squatch is going to be playing the Lycanthrope. And on the off-lane Zeus, Coach Kane. So, last but certainly not least, we'll have to see how he does. It'll be a little interesting for him. And I think it's a good thing he didn't run down to try to get an early ward out. He would have found himself in and amongst a very scary conglomerate of heroes. Expected a little bit of lag coming out, maybe. Oh, nope. Let's go to the bathroom. And Cart's bringing up the pop-ups. Excellent stuff. Just a little bit of a pause here while someone goes to the can. You know, it's all production value. That's entirely based off production value. So because it's before even the gong goes, let's take a look at some effigies. All I do I do in her name. So a Skywrath and Vengeful Spirit one. It's alright. This one over here. Ooh, why can't I click on it? This is a Darkseer one. That's an interesting post. Number 1 Darkseer player. I think we have a dead Phantom Assassin over here. Yeah. Oh no, that's a dead Wind Ranger we lost. Oh boy. And as I look at these, the game is back underway. So this guy's going to be sitting up here trying to snipe the rune. Phoenix is around as well. He had an excellent time on the Phoenix last time. Got a lot of really solid supernovas off. The egg was real. We'll see if Monib and Melis and Dota can land their stuns.
And they're off.
Anything interesting? What's it? Oh, regen rune up there. It's just missed by Berg, but not a big deal. It's just a regen.
Bets, please.
And which one of them snaked the bounty bottom? It was the Marana, who we saw transition into a core role last game. It was fairly impressive to see. They just snowballed so hard. Thinking out that there might be wards around, but no wards on anywhere unusual. I think Lycan's gonna have a rough day here. Puck started with a Null Talisman, so he hits pretty hard, and Lycan's gonna take a lot of harass damage in the mid lane. Did get pulled some extra regen, so that's good. And I think the Zeus is gonna be in a very oh, we got an arrow. Oh,
What's with all the scribbling?
just missed him. Huh. So, a little bit of info coming out there about Phoenix. This will be interesting. I'll have to get used to having a stats guy and quickly reading them myself and then talking about them. But we'll get her done, Cart. Don't worry. And they found the ward here that came out from the Radiant, so that's good for them. And now they'll be able to move in, and Phoenix is going to have to be a lot more careful up here. Monib is just juke throwing the arrow. Decides not to. That's a little funny. Coach Kane sitting there watching. And he's been completely zoned out for a while now. They're pulling on him as well. Venge had a nice pull. I don't think it was a double stack, but they might pull through. Zeus is scouting for the ward, I believe, but not able to find anything yet. They're pinging it out. They want to go on him, but he's got vision of them, so he knows where they are. Phoenix looking for that 2-minute rune. Gonna hope for something as well. And speaking of getting zoned out, Phoenix has no experience yet. Like, 0. Marana picked up an Invis rune, which would have been spotted out by the Lycan. He's playing that Squatch. Good scouting with the Wolves, and we'll have to see where they want to go. Monib's going to rotate through and look for an arrow, but that's hard to hit on the Lycan. He's usually got Wolves around, and it's going to fly out. There's going to be vision of it. Pause comes out from the Phoenix. Quickly, apparently an oops. Poor guy. But either way, Monib sitting back here behind the tower looking for that arrow. Not sure how long he's going to wait here. He's level 2, which is interesting. He's doing better than his offlane Phoenix already. So far, no arrow to be thrown. Juking it. The creeps are in the way, though. Owl. And they ping him out, I think. Elder Titan might have saw him. And still no arrow to be thrown. I think it's very cautious. Doesn't want to go, but they're going to orb after the Lycan. I think that they've got a back after that. I really don't know how much they're willing to contest here. They land the arrow, and so this will probably be the first blood, so it's going to work out to be worth it in the end. A long camp and a very patient pay coming out from Monib. So good stuff there. And they're going to be very happy with that. Venge lands a stun on Coach Kane. Chases him a little bit into tower range. He's going to take a shot, but not a big deal. Just tracing him back. And as far as CS goes, we've got Drop leading the way on his Puck, followed in very closely by his teammate Chi on the Terrorblade. Then it's the safe lane Razor Ice Fraud, who's going to have some opportunity to get some CS under his tower. And then Squatch, who's been struggling in the mid lane compared to the Puck by a fair bit. Unfortunately, Drop is able to clean up these wolves and do quite a bit of damage to him. I think the real loser right now so far, though, is Berg on this Phoenix. Still level 1, unfortunately not able to get anywhere near the experience. I think he found a bounty rune. Mirana picks up a DD. Gonna look to go mid again, maybe. Watch is gonna have to be careful here. Monib's very good at landing these arrows. Oh, arrow's gonna fly through. Oh, direct hit. And that's gonna be probably a 4-second stun. Gets stunned up by the Venge, and that DD rune. Puck throws out an orb. That makes it really easy, especially with the... Was Wave of Terror even used? I don't even think it was. So that's 2 deaths on the mid Lycan. And he's gonna be struggling very hard. This is gonna be a very slow bad. Huh. So, we're seeing... I wonder how much of that is due to rotations in most games. I imagine most... This does not account for Pottoms. Yeah, the Monib's rotating very well, as he did in the last game, so... No surprise, there's a reason these guys are here. Both teams, though, are here in this grand final match. All of the games played are best of ones and single elimination, so not a lot of forgiveness here. Win or you go home. Both these teams are used to winning, so we'll see which one of them, if maybe Lacresha, off to a bit of an early deficit, can pull her back. Zeus is going to be found. He's kind of... Uh-oh. Zeus is in a bad spot. They're going to have him snagged in here. Terrorblade's going to pop off an illusion, and they're just looking to chase Zeus. Juking through the trees very nicely, but he's going to get found. Arrow, point-blank range. There it is. And I think with this, that's going to be a Rip Zeus in the bottom lane. Meanwhile, Puck dropping very low. Coil's down. Not sure if Squatch was going after him or not, but maybe just the Wolves chasing him down. Puck does not have the highest base armor and health. I mean, he's decently tanky, especially with the with the items he's got, as far as the Null Talisman and the Power Treads, but just not when he uses that orb offensively, he can get chewed up by the wolves pretty quick. Lycan is now level 6, so it'll probably be a little harder to kill. The only thing is, up against a Mirana, that shapeshift time means he's basically a sitting target. It doesn't matter how fast he moves, as long if he gets stunned. So Phoenix in the offlane has managed to catch up a little bit. Now sitting at level 3. I'll see if I can find my... Where is my... Oh, XP printed. There we go. So he's sitting near the lowest. Highest is drop, sitting at just under 500, so he's going to be pretty happy with that. But this Phoenix having a pretty tough time in the offlane. Airblade. Oh. And that's a Venge Puck going... That was without Coil, too. Just the Winning Rift and the Illusory Orb. Picking off the Lycan again. I'm very concerned for Lacresha. The Terrorblade Chi has now moved into the jungle, and he's letting Monib just kind of farm up this lane and soak the experience from it like they did last time. They've made a lot of space and put Lacresha on the back foot, and now they're just going to use this space, and once they get an item or two, they're probably going to start farming it up. Drop. As Coil. Getting close to Blink, he's almost got it. He's sitting at 1900 gold, so 350 away from it. And full of waves to go. Up top, they're looking to go on Phoenix, maybe. I'm just harassing him back. Razor is probably looking for a mechanism. Coach Kane's got a... very strange. Parts of a Soul Ring coming out. And Mel is rotated through, so might look for a gank. Dodges the creep wave. Zeus is back, hiding in the Roche pit now, waiting for that 8-minute rune. He's gonna get an illusion, be able to bottle up with that. Buck finds a bounty. And Terrorblade's just gonna rotate to the jungle. I have a question for you, Cart. I don't know if you can look this up, but how many Terrorblades now level up Refraction? Because last time I saw Chi not level it up at all. Nice arrow hit by Mirana, though, on Coach Kanye. And he's going to get Wave of Terror. They're going to have vision of him. He pops his illusion rune, and he's just going to look to run through. Throws out his ulti. Going to get stunned up, though. Not enough to drop the Mirana. Close, but not quite. And in the mid lane, the Elder Titan goes down to Puck. Dream Coil, Orb, Waning Rift, all used. And that's a two more kills going the way of Hot Hands. Chi is now level 8, 0, 4, and 4. No. Standard build. Puck has his Blink Dagger and 500 gold at 9 minutes flat. So I imagine we'll look to see some rotations very soon. Oh, if Zeus had 1 level higher, this would be an easy kill on the Mirana. But he's sitting very far back. He's gonna get level 6. I don't know. You just what are the odds he pops this and Mirana goes down? Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. That's funny. He doesn't even know. 225. Yeah, it would have killed him. If he'd hit it right away. It would have been really close. But it's probably too late now. Phoenix level 5 now in this offlane. Looking to get 6 and to have a supernova so he can rotate through, contribute a little bit. Lycan's trying to come back in the woods a little bit, but without a Vlad's, it's not the fastest and it's a little hard to sustain. Zeus now has a Soul Ring. Will always have mana, and they're probably going to look to go on this Mirana when given the chance, but they're going to get spotted out. Nice ward placement here from Hot Hands. That said, it won't see him grabbing this illusion rune, and Razor drops up to the Puck. So Phoenix and Puck can rotate through and they get another nice pick off. First use of the Blink Dagger. Well done. And they're just going to look to pressure this tower. Puck's going to blink in the orb, and that's a toast Phoenix. That bird just got cooked by the other bird. The Zeus ulti comes through, and rip Phoenix. Zeus is going to be happy that he got a pick. And wonder how much that Phoenix kill was worth. Not a whole lot. Not much. I guess he's, of all the heroes on the side of Hot Hands, he is the most far behind. And Zeus is actually scouting out and leeching this experience. She just sunders Melisum Dota, who might drop to this. But we'll have to see. Sunder is on cooldown. Coach Anya's looking at this. Skyra's coming through. They know which one's which. Thunderbolt's going to come through. That orb's going to be enough. The doves, nope, not quite. And that's going to be a dead Zeus. I didn't see what happened to Skywrath Mage, though. Apparently killed by Terrorblade. Zeus is dropping very low. They need... Oh, nice swap, and they get the kill. The Wolves going to look to finish off Melisum, but doesn't look like they're going to be enough. So, a 3 for 2 so far.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Huh. Interesting. So, usually you get that. Usually you get a point of it, and I imagine he doesn't, because he just goes into AFKs in the jungle. It doesn't help you at all when you're in the jungle. It's only if you want to fight early, and he definitely wants to farm early. So I understand his choice, but it's just a little interesting. I feel like it's a pretty solid value point, though. It's a 60% movement slow for 2.5 seconds. It only costs 50 mana. I mean, sure, it's not the longest range, but good spell. Mirana's now level 8. No point in the ulti. Gonna get hit by Zeus, and that hurts. Oh, not quite cleaned up. That leap away is gonna disjoint the 2 other spells. I think she just lets that get there. Oh, it didn't disjoint that one. It must have come out after. Arrow's gonna fly through. That's gonna land. No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, falls just short. Zeus is gonna get coiled, though. Drop is there. Skyrath's in the area also. Moniv's gonna get silenced up. Reno Razor has dropped. Looks like Phoenix dropped very low. Elder Titan has gone down as well. I have to go take a look and see what happened there, but drop, getting pressured. Thunderbolt. Oh, Monib's gonna go down. He goes in instead of drop, and I think that's all right. Just a support Mirana. So they go 2 for 1 across the board. Not sure what happened up top. Who got those kills? I'll have to quickly check. Looks like Phoenix and Venge doing some work up top. We're able to get that. And Terrorblade is now just pressuring towers. And a lineup with a Lycan now down a tower. I mean, they are up against a Terrorblade who is pretty farmed for right now. His net worth is doing very well. So not just shy of 7k. Puck, haven't talked about him in a moment, but he himself, he's almost got that Yule's. Actually, oh, he went Dagon this time. A little more razzle dazzle. Not obviously not as defensive, but looking to get aggressive here. And this bottom tower, I think, might get knocked down by the Mirana right about now. It's dropping very low. Only got a handful of health left, and they're not even going to afford it. Mirana gets an easy tower, so she's going to be happy with that. Venge now has a medallion. I imagine Roshan is on the menu. Keeping top though. Oh, as I'm reading the interesting stats, Mirana gets taken out bottom. But so he's going the Arteezy farming build. Fair enough. I realize I don't have to stop my train of thoughts. I like to read. I think it's interesting. I can't watch Twitch chat while I'm casting either. I get too distracted. But regardless, moving on through, and they're now in Roche. They're gonna just ward it for now. Not sure if they want to go for it. And I'm surprised Roshan has been left alone for as long as he has been. Blance has picked up on the Lycan. Didn't quite see when that got grabbed, but either way, he's got it now, and looks like he's going in for the Necro Books build. I don't know how strong that is right now, or up against this lineup. I feel like Terrorblade can probably just kill it with illusions. That said, the silence on Phoenix, one bird kills the other. Razor picks up the last hit though, and that's just a little bit out of position on the side of Berg. Roshan was cleaned up by Terrorblade, so that's a pretty easy Roche with a Wave of Terror medallion. Lycan was trying to... Oh, gets cleaned up by the puck top. He was trying to push the tower. I switched to see what was going on there, but in the end...
Have fun trying to bust down radiant structures
Drop, making a nice play solo. So putting that deck into use. We'll see if he goes more points into it. Stomp comes through. Fortunately, doesn't land on anybody. Arrow, already been thrown. Phoenix goes through. Nice egg coming out. Skyless is dropping very low. He's going to go down. Razor's looking to get away. Just gets out of range. Up in the top lane, though, the Zeus gets taken down. And then the nice long range... Wait, was that Dagon? Must have been a Dagon. No. Unfortunately, I missed it. Either way, Phoenix looking to go through onto the Razor. Dropping very low, though. Pops the stick charge, and Terrorblade's going to just need one more hit. There, he manages to pick it up. Oh, actually goes to the Mirana. Another stun comes out. Swap as well. Oh, swaps him out of the arrow. A little bit of a misplay there, but I don't think it's going to matter in the end. Puck comes in with an orb and a Dagon, and that's all she wrote for the Lycan. I want to say that was a like a 6-7 man wipe. They all kind of died once, and I think they're low enough level that they respawned. So another dominant game for Hot Hand so far, and experience in the gold heavily in their favor.
Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid tower. My thanks.
And with that, I think they will probably go top, push into tier 1 to tier 2, and just continue farming. He's got his Manta style, and does he have any parts of his... He doesn't have any parts of his Scotty just yet, but he's getting close. And we'll look to see what he wants to go. I assume it's going to be Scotty. Phoenix is getting his Yules, it looks like. Razor has drums, doesn't look like he's got anything else of worth. Skyath is going to get found, and actually going to get a solo kill on the other bird. Meanwhile, Zeus in the bottom lane drops to the puck. Back top, though, swap out from the Venge. Stun's going to fly as well. Oh, Monib looks like he's just going to make it away. Earn as well. Terrorblade comes in with the creeps, and probably going to pop Metamorphosis and just push this. Puck making plays in the bottom lane, though, and has a Yules of his own. She's going to get the top tower. Doesn't even use Metamorphosis. Elder Titan's going to walk a spirit through. Ryan's got a haste rune. Probably heading back to the well, but this should be a dead tier 2. Yeah, and there it drops. Before it was used, they won't have it next time. Puck's coming through. Blink, Dream Coil, Silence as well. No mana for Dagon, though. Razor, unfortunately, breaks the coil. Going to get slowed up by the Phoenix and burned down. One Starfall from Mondib, and that's all she takes. Nice pickup coming out from them. Haste rune paying off, so going bottom, but unable to find anything. Interesting build. Actually has an L Talisman and drums on himself. He's going to throw an arrow that's going to connect on the Zeus. Fortunately, I'm not sure how much follow-up they have. Lycan's in the area. Zeus is going to be unstunned. Mara's looking to go. Has an aggressive leap. Gonna pop it. That's gonna be a double starfall. There it is. Nice kill from him. Huge personal effort coming up from Monib. Puck picks up his Yules into Dagon, and Monib's ulti is just gonna let him get away. And full bottle at that, so he'll be okay. Venge stun onto the Lycanthrope. Unfortunately, oh, gets Yules. The arrow off to the little bit wide right. Oh, hitches up for a second, swapped back, slowed as well. His ulti's worn off. The egg is gonna drop. Venge does go down. Razor's trying to clean up the egg, but he's not clicking it fast enough. He's gonna get stunned up. Phoenix is gonna be able to dive away on the backside. Skywrath gets picked up as well by the Mirana. Monib's just going ham. Meanwhile, Chi on the Terrorblade, he's just doing Terrorblade things off in the jungle, farming away. Stomp's going to come through, unfortunately not going to connect. And this is probably just going to be a slow siege. They still have the Aegis on him. Or, oh, arrow. That's going to connect on the Razor. Ice Fraud. He's going to probably go down to this blink. There's the Dagon as well. Puck, phase shift, and they're just going to clean up the creep wave here. Which are going to be coming through. Zeus cleans up. Oh! Dream Coil on him, and he goes down as well. Double kill for the Puck. Terrorblade dropping very low. Probably just going to use the Aegis. And Zeus buys back, pops the Aegis, gets a double kill. And Terrorblade's silenced up. He's got his Venge there if he needs to. And he's also got Sunder. They're going to have to be careful. Lycan might just drop to this. And Puck goes down to the Skyrat, or sorry, the Zeus. Triple kill, ultra kill for the Zeus. Zeus confirmed, good hero. With that, huh? Interesting. So, drop confirmed, good Puck player. And I'm interested to see how many more points in Dagon he's gonna get here. He's already got 2 and his Yules. I feel like he's probably just gonna keep maxing it. Might as well. I mean, it costs the same amount of mana. It just gets better as you level it up now. At all levels, so if you've got it at 1, you might as well keep going with it. If he wants to stop off for something like a Sheep Stick, I think that would probably be pretty solid. Depends how long he wants to wait, though. Redondo and Sasquatch might look to go in this Phoenix here. Elder Titan doesn't have any points in his ulti yet, which I think that's a little bit of a mistake. I think Earth Splitter is a very good spell, and interesting that he doesn't choose not to go for it. Looks like he's just going to dive away, and unfortunately not able to get Skywrath in range and seal. Puck, bottom. Oh, Zeus just able to TP out, and that forces a lot of rotations back. Elder Titan and Skywrath have come in. And Mirana has now built the Dagon. So things are starting to get a little clowny here, I think. A little more burst damage. Oh, arrows the creep camp. Unfortunate there. Not sure if that would have landed, but interesting nonetheless. Interesting choice to throw that arrow that direction. Impressive. Chi getting very close. I think he's... Oh, no. He's just got a second ultimate orb. So he's, was it 1,500 some? Arrow's gonna fly through. Not gonna catch anything. He's about 1,500 out from his Scotty. So once he gets that, I think that's when they look to break base. Lycan himself has his Necro too. And they're gonna smoke. Not sure where they're gonna want to go. They have pretty good vision out here. So they know where they might be. And are they going to smoke for Roche? Which, I want to say Roche could spawn in... Roche is going to spawn... Or we'll know when Roche spawns here in just a moment. Go check that in a second. Drop. Has everything ready, and smoke's going to break. Ulti comes out from Zeus. Puck immediately phase shifts. And blinks silence, and that's going to be a dead Skywrath. This needs... Oh, the arrow doesn't connect. Going to fly through. Stomp to keep them away, and... They wasted smoke and a lost Skywrath. And it doesn't look like Roche is going to spawn for another 2 minutes. So there'll be a little bit of time for that. And I think Hot Hands want to take Roche. Make sure Terrorblade's got his Scotty. Which he's now just the Oov away from. And we'll have to see whichever team can get Roche here. I think if Lacresha, they can get if they get Roche, they hold. If they can't, I worry. Because you kind of have to kill Terrorblade 3 times, almost. Got to take him out take out his Aegis, then you got to take out Sunder. And if he gets level 16 before that, you might have to take out take him low, he'll Sunder. And by the time you drop Aegis, you'll have Sunder back up again. Drop's gonna look to go, gets a nice coil on Squatch. Phase shifts the damage as well. Squatch can't really go anywhere. He's just gonna get stunned up. And that's an excellent way to control the Lycan. Well, they gotta clean these wolves. Monid's dropping low. There's now level 3 Dagon. So Chi doing excellent work picking up with the space his team has made, and I'm not surprised that these guys are doing that well. He's sitting at 15k net worth. It's only 25 minutes in. This is ridiculous. And Phoenix is gonna go through, dive through, and they're just gonna siege this mid lane. Elder Titan's Spirit's gonna come through. It's gonna land a stomp on Phoenix. Unfortunately, he's gonna go down, unable to get his egg off. Chi still sitting decently strong, but they've already lost their Phoenix, and I think they're just gonna back off with that. Roshan's not gonna be up, or actually gonna be up in about 5 seconds, 6 seconds. So maybe they stop by and do that. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any lifesteal, and are they gonna maintain vision? I don't think they will. Oh, it's gonna fade just as he spawns. Avenger's gonna check it though, and just as he pops up. So they know the big guy's up and around. Lacresha do not, and I think they can take this, just these two, very quickly, yeah. Only a short time left on Metamorphosis though, but with all the minus armor, oh, Elder Titan's gonna spot them out, and this stomp's gonna land. This is gonna be a big fight. They gotta get in there pretty quick though. Oh, Lightning Bolt just out of range. He's got Sunder, and oh, not quite in range. Stun comes out from the Venge, and that's kind of a sacrificial play there. Just trying to buy some time. If they'd gotten too close to this Terrorblade, he just Sunders one of them and then turns. And that would have been a bad fight. They're going to be able to counter take Roche. Puck knows that they're in there, has a blink coil available. Doesn't want to go. And oh, Zeus goes down. Moronic is going to get picked off though. Egg's going to come through. Nope, no egg. Puck does go back through now though. It's going to be 4 for nil. Well, 4 for the Venge, I guess. But Lycan's got an Aegis, so he's coming back. And they're going to use Arrow. Unfortunately off. Oh, actually hits the ranged Necro Creep. And Monib, a little upset about that. All the teams laughing. Oh, man.
The Dire best do something about that bottom tower.
Oh. Either way. Chi, even though they got the Aegis, they lost the fight afterward. Chi's gonna be here. He's got Metamorphosis up in a moment. Elder Titan's got a stomp up. Gonna throw it out. It's gonna hit Chi. He's off to the side here, but I mean, what do you do against this? Like, he hasn't even popped Metamorphosis. Your towers are in ruins. He can just pop it and go top now if he wants to. I think he's just gonna send the illusions there, and they're gonna back off. And they've got to win a very big fight here and into a huge push. They still haven't taken a tier 1. Lacresha, they're down, probably getting near 20k gold. Mirana gets, oh no, 2 more levels in Dagon. And it's not looking great for them. But they still have the Zeus. Deal a lot of damage to all heroes in general, as well as providing them vision. Lycan can ruin bases as well as Razor if he can get there. But unfortunately, oh, Phoenix caught out again. Gonna pop his Ag. I don't think he got off any of his Fire Spirits, so he's gonna go down. That said, Puck comes in with a nice 4-man coil, gets a pick and blinks away. Lycan runs in a little late to the party. He's there nonetheless, and unfortunately, they're gonna get this tier 1. Glyph popped. Terrorblade's pushing top though. He's got Metamorphosis up, as well as his Manta style. Oh, drop gets another pick as well. That's a Dagon 5. Quite a bit of damage. They're gonna spot out the Skywrath. They know where he is. He's gonna just start TPing though. They don't want to deal with it. And up in the top lane, I think they're gonna lose this tower, and if they don't get a good defense here, it's gonna be Rax. Chi Silenced up. Oh, Mystic Flare. He's dropping low. Oh, Zeus ult comes through and they manage to get him. Earth Splitter's going to come through. Just misses the Mirana. She's now got her Dagon forward. Yeah. And unfortunately unable to finish off either racks. Either of these second tier racks, but nonetheless doing well. And she's sitting here stealth. Invis rune actually the one being used. And she's just going to go at this tower. How much health is it? Is she going to be able to get it? 2 more hits. And she gets the range racks. She's going to be able to leap away. Unfortunately, she might... Oh, Yules. I think that's from the puck off to the side. Yeah. And the Yules away. So nice play from Monib. Good awareness. Able to get that rack with the last little bit of backdoor protection being removed. Bergen the Phoenix not having as good of a game as he was last time. Lacresha doing a much better job than V5 as far as focusing the egg and actually able to take it down, or even just getting off the silences. Lacresha had a Skyrath last time, but not quite able to put it to as good of effect. Mirana now has a Dagon 5.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
I feel like that's not a standard build. Coach Kanye is off to the side here. Has a Blink Dagger. Looking to go. Puck blinks forward. Dagon, and there used to be an Elder Titan here. Rip. And Zeus is going to be found off to the side. Oh, and he gets the puck. Good ulti comes out from there. Arrow just wide. Skyrath kind of in a rough place. He's going to go down. The Dagon taking him out. Monib's dropping low. Phoenix goes down to the Razor, and Monib's not doing great. They've got their Terrorblade here, but I think if he's top, they do a little better. Mirana's going to get chased down by the Wolves. You can't outrun that. Not anymore. And with this bit of a clowny build, I mean, the Puck Dagon, fine. Mirana Dagon, I mean, that's... How much is Dagon 5? Like 8,000 gold? That's a Butterfly or a Manta style and some other stuff that I think would be a lot more effective. Like Manta style and a Maelstrom, I think you're doing a lot better than you are with that Dagon. Terrorblade's going to pop his BKB, and that is a big, scary Terrorblade. Oh, needed one more hit. He's just going to back off. He's got Sunder if he needs it. He's going to get stunned. Oh, doesn't get it off in time. He'd clicked to move. Unfortunately, didn't have it ready. But I'm not sure if he gets over that even with the Sunder. Maybe just gets a return kill. But that's 2 lanes of racks down. Top and middle. And Lycan's got most of his AC. He just needs the Hyperstone, so he's 1,500 away. And if they keep going like this, I think he'll get it, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to push it out. Like, how quickly they'll be able to push, because Terrorblade can always get his boots of travel up on top, and anytime they TP out, once this tier 2 has gone down, you can just take the last lane of racks, or just pressure tier 4s. Puck's gonna blink in and just clean up the creeps. And Lycan's going back to farming. Actually bottles the D rune. Rosh, not going to be respawning for at least another 2 minutes here, possibly longer. And we'll have to kind of see what Hot Hands want to do.
Didn't make it.
Nice pick from the Mirana there, finding the Crow off to the side. And then they must have seen it with this ward when it came something like this into here, and she just kind of rotated through. Was in the area. Oh. Not sure what was on it. It had about 1,400 gold. Not too sure what that would have been. I don't think it was... Oh, Phoenix is going to go forward. Yule is on the Lycan. Orb is going to fall through. Arrow as well. Yeah. How many Dagon 5s have been built on a Potom, though? I feel like that's an incredibly important stat to know. I don't know. More of a funny stat, but... They're rotating through. Moonlight Shadow. Razor's going to BKB dodge the Mystic... or the Magic Missile. But so far, kind of just a wasted BKB. There used to be a Skyrath and an Elder Titan here. The Dagon 5's doing worth. Drop in some trouble, though. His Blink's not going to be off cooldown. Oh, he's going to have it up next. Able to get out. They don't know where he went. Mirana gets cleaned up on the backside, though. And Terrorblade's over here. Hasn't really started fighting yet. BKB, Manta still off cooldown. He's getting chased down by the minions, though. He might look to re-engage. Coil has been used, unfortunately. Skyrath... Not sure what he's doing. Puck's just going to blink away, and she's going to back off. Well, Zeus has to go back and clear up the creeps.
A gift from the goddess.
Fun fact time. Okay. A positive win rate. And I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where when you get it, you're winning already. So you rarely, and teams probably don't throw it too often when they're so far ahead that the Mirana goes Dagon. But that's funny. And now with this last tier 2 gone, I think the slow siege of this can start. They have a really solid lineup for defending it though. The Zeus, Arc Lightning, and the Elder Titan Stomp and Spirit is going to do a pretty solid job of clearing it away. No. Roshan is not going to be spawning for about 2 minutes. Minute 45 maybe. A little bit of time left on that. And I wonder at what point if she's going to wait until level 21, well 22, 23, 24, 25 to get his reflection, or if he's going to get a couple points in it now or something. I don't know. I feel like it might help them once or twice. Zeus has a refresher orb now after getting fed all those kills. I didn't talk about this, but he picked up a Midas, and I'm not exactly sure when. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I didn't see it. And Puck now has an Ags. That's actually huge. The Ags now on Puck, for those of you who don't know, if you cannot BKB out of the coil, so once you're coiled, you're screwed. It now holds you in place for 8 seconds, and if you break it, you're then stunned through BKB for 4.5. Arrow's gonna fly through, and it's gonna land. Hits on Squatch. He's gonna get stunned up. Double Dagon Starfall. The Puck burst as well, and there used to be a Lycan there. I mean, when you're using Dagon 5 like that, I feel like it's okay, but you gotta keep going for it. And this is a bit of an opportunity here for them to push. Terrorblade is bottom. Phoenix is going to look through. Zeus blinks away. Has that double ult if he needs to use it. Mirana now has a blink dagger of her own. And he's going to pop Metamorphosis, Manta Style, Pipe as well. They're just going to look to siege down the tower. Razor's going to come through. Unfortunately, it's not going to clear up a whole bunch. Glyph used. Swap. Unfortunately, oh, Zeus gets Yuled. He's dropping very low. He gets bursted down. No buyback on him. Terrorblade's starting to go ham. Earthsplitter comes through, but doesn't really do anything. Skyro drops to the right clicks. Nice ulti coming out. Not going to stun anyone, but going to zone them out, and they're going to call GG on that. And that's going to be game. Hot Hands take a very impressive win. Huh. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. As I've mentioned a handful of times, this is the Dota 2 Canada Weekly Cup Grand Finals. Hot Hands, congratulations with first place and the winners of the $100 purse. So good job for them, and they get advanced seeding, I believe, in the Dota 2 Canada Cup qualifying tournament. This is, of course, sponsored by Xfire, so shout out to them for doing all the tournament brackets and stuff like that. You can check out their website on my Twitch page just below. I am, of course, Wolf Dota. Joining me today was Cart Dota on Stats. Shout out to him. You can follow us both on Twitter at the same tags. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have yourself a good night.